Good morning. I'm Ed McClements, and I'm like to be called Ed at 85.com. I have a YouTube channel. So far, I think we have about 322 videos up in the channel and about 75,000 views, and mostly on the hometown that I'm from here in Stillwater, New York. And I'm going to be referring to a chart that I'll be putting up on the screen. And I want to review this because it is concerning one of the most important aspects of our lives. One of the issues that was accomplished by the astronauts in the last moonshot was that they had a chance to go to the dark side of the moon, a side that was never seen before. It had a lot of mysteries and whatnot to it. I want to use the dark side of the moon to a dark side of our life that we paid no attention to. Yet it affects your vitality, your health, your memory, your ability to be strong and healthy. And that dark side is the 1/3 of your life that you're spending in bed. I recently at age 86, I asked for the expected longevity that I may have, and it says about 9 years. Then I realized that 3 of the 9 years I'm going to be spending in bed. And I realized that, well, all my career I've been involved in financial planning, estate planning, building wealth and reducing taxes, to accumulate funds to be there at my retirement. Well, I love what I do so much. Retirement is not anything I'm interested in. I want to stay highly active and committed and up to date on everything that's changing in the world in which I'm blessed to live. And one of those items, certainly, that is so far overlooked. We try and save 3 to 5% of our income. Most of us are not able to accomplish that, but we try. We build up a pool of funds, security for retirement. But when we get there, we find that the health that we had during the accumulation years is no longer there. We're faced with all new types of problems, everything from sleep apnea, having to wear a machine to help us breathe, snoring, how that affects our partners, also acid reflux, the fact that when you're laying flat, it does have the tendency for our stomach to be able to cause us severe discomfort in the middle of the night. So we suffer from a lot of those things. Also, in retirement, we suffer from the issue of a loss of strength throughout our whole body. But the one that's most critical is certainly the loss of strength in our legs. We start to find that while gravity keeps all the fluid in the lower part of our body during the day, that when we lay on a flat bed at night, that fluid comes back up into our upper torso, and it's causing frequent urination, interruptions of your sleep, all of those problems. Well, many of the problems that we all experience as we get older and even during lifetime can be solved with an understanding of what sleep is, an understanding of the natural clock that we have that's built into every human being, the circadian clock that affects how and when we'll be tired, and the production of melatonin, and the production of the chemical releases that we get in the morning that gives us the energy and vitality to go through a day. So we're realizing that there's a number of facts that we have never been told before, and I've attempted through being a futurist. That means that I love to be looking ahead at what's happening in the future. And one of the things that is coming to light is that we're spending all of our money and energy on the 16 hours a day and paying no attention to the 8 hours a day in which our body repairs and gets strong and recovers. So the circadian clock is one of the major issues. So I'm going to be referring to a chart that I'm going to be putting up here on the screen for us to review. And the first thing is a timeline, a sleep line. And it's going to tell us that how important it is to establish a set pattern of going to bed at the same time and getting up in the morning at the very same time. And then what we do is so important in the hour before going to bed to prepare ourselves for a good night's sleep. And also, when we get up in the morning, what we need to be doing as far as being exposed to sunlight to reset our clock so that 15 hours from your exposure to bright lights and sunlight in particular in the morning, you're going to have a release in your body of serotonin that gives you the ability to have a great night's sleep. The one other very important factor is that as we invested money in our retirement accounts, our 401k and our IRAs, we've forgotten to invest in the mechanics of how the room is conditioned and prepared, and the temperature of the room, and also the type of bed on which we sleep. The greatest discovery that everyone agrees upon is that it is critical to have throughout your whole lifetime an adjustable bed. This is one where you have the ability to elevate the feet. This has a great effect on reducing the buildup of fluids that cause us to have frequent urination during interruptions in our sleep, and to have elevated headrest that prevents the effect of the inner part of our throat. As we lay flat, it tends to collapse, causing snoring, causing sleep apnea. Being flat also, it allows our stomach for us to be exposed to acid reflux. And with all of these interruptions, we don't get the deep sleep that we need during our time in bed. The deep sleep is what the specialists and experts on sleeping are describing. This is the only time where your brain has a chance to do the repair that it needs to do for us to wake up and have vitality and have good memory. So these are things that we're going to review today. We have done this study and realized the most important thing we can do is to make that small investment. I say a small investment. Currently, my wife and I, we sleep on a king-size bed, but I realize that it's more than 15 years old. And it has a pillow top, but it is flat. And that is counterproductive to what we need at this stage of our life, and perhaps even at any stage of your life. So we've invested, did some research on YouTube, and we finally decided on using Amazon, and we purchased, which I have in the background of our photo here that arrived yesterday, what they call a split king adjustable bed in frame. So this is like an XL single bed that are side by side that together they make up the dimensions of a king-size bed. Now, you'll see in the material that we'll be putting up what was the cost of this investment. In our research first, we found that many department stores or sleep and mattress stores will suggest that you easily can spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, or maybe $10,000 or $15,000 if you choose to believe the particular advantages of a mattress company or an adjustable bed frame company. But with our research and looking on, again, Amazon.com, we ended up buying a set that was priced just under $2,000. And that includes what's called a hybrid mattress with latex that keeps the body cooler than it would otherwise. It also includes the adjustable frames in this configuration. There's two separate ones that we each could be finding the particular setting and elevation for both our upper torso and for our legs that we may need without disturbing the partner. So this is pretty exciting. We hope that the material that you're seeing here is going to give you a chance to, we're using the term, wake up to sleep. Please wake up to sleep and understand what a critical dark side of the moon, your sleep and the amount of attention that we've ever paid to it, yet it determines everything else for the 16 hours that you're awake. So that's the information so far, and we hope that this will cause you to rethink that area and make some changes that can improve your life. So this is Ed at 85, providing what I know on this subject, and I know you get information if you choose, if you put up the subject of sleep on YouTube. Many experts are out there. Well, I've listened to most all of them, and I've tried to take the best of their ideas and put it together on this single one-page sheet that's here on your screen. So God bless, and it's a pleasure sharing these ideas with you. And please let me know how this information fits and how it may have an impact on how you spend the next 1/3 of your life. So thank you very much. See you on the next one. God bless.